Hey everyone, welcome back to Synergy One Games. I am Tommy Brandon, Tommy B, whatever it is you guys want to call me. Today we'll be doing a how-to on one of my favorite games that I'm playing at this very moment. It's called DC Universe and DC Universe Online, and it's a big MMO game where you can be able to create superheroes or villains based off the DC comics and stuff like that. So this game is pretty cool. And today I will be showing the newcomers how to create a character. As you can see here, I have four characters here, each of them in different roles. I have a healer, a troller, a tank, and a DPS, and I will get into more of that later on. But for the video's sake, I'm going to be talking to you today about how to create a new character for all the newcomers who are looking to come on to DC but don't know really, what to expect from it. I'm gonna show you how right now what to expect from it as far as characters. And this game is awesome. And yeah, let's get right to it. So here we go. We press square for create here. Now we have PVE and PvP. Now both of them, it doesn't matter. You can pick either world. PVE is for player versus environment, which is pretty much you are versing the game mechanics and what the devs have put in the content for you to play against to level up your character and stuff like that. PvP is also, you can also do what the devs have put in the game, doing PvE, but then this gives you an option to go around the world and verse other players. So PvP is player versus player, and for anybody who knows what PvP is in other games, if you play Dragon Sang Online on the computer game, it has PvP on it. So it's just pretty much the same kind of concept with the PvP going on. So let's click. Just for the game's sake, we're just gonna click PVE. Now this is gonna take you through, a whole video, the story on how we get our powers and stuff like that. So when you guys get on here, you guys can view the story. But for right now, I'm just gonna hold to skip the movie. All right, as you can see here, this is the character creation screen. So we got two types, obviously, male and female genders. That's what the female looks like, and this is what the male looks like. So we're gonna start off with the male. So we're gonna go here. There are different categories. So you have brute large, brute medium, and brute small, striker large, striker medium, striker small, spark large, spark medium, and spark small. And that's the smallest character on here. It's pretty cool to have a small character, and then you go up there and you start whooping behind with a small character. It looks kind of funny. Let's go to the females. So pretty much the same kind of basics. Mesa large, Mesa medium, Mesa small, Monarch large, Monarch medium, Monarch small, Sprite large, Sprite medium, and Sprite small. So it's pretty much the same kind of base thing. So just for the game, let me see. Let me just gonna pick. Let's pick Striker Large. All right. So you have two different things as far as how to build your character, your superhero or villain. You have custom, which you can do by yourself, or you can have inspired suits. So let's go through there. So we have certain suits that are inspired by different DC characters, heroes and villains. So we have the first one we have is Batman. So you can start off with an inspired Batman suit. This is Superman, Catwoman, Lex Luthor, the Joker, the Flash, Wonder Woman, Deathstroke, Bane, Circe, Beast Boy, Mr. Freeze, Green Arrow. And speaking of Green Arrow, if you haven't been watching the Arrow show, then man, you're missing a whole bunch of stuff. Steel, Martian Manhunter, Green Lantern, Sinestro, Black Lightning, Livewire, Geoforce, Terra, Captain Atom, Major Force, Eclipso, the Spectre, Atrocitus, one of the newer power inspirations, and Guy Gardner. So those are the different inspirations you can go through, or like most of us do, we just go through and we pick our own custom. So, go back. If you pick a Superman, if you look on the right side, it says what the powers will be. So it pretty much, if you pick this inspiration, you will get that power. You'll get that the movement, and you'll get that brawler. Now, if you want to change that, I'll show you where to change that as well. If you decide to pick any one of these characters, they all have different things. And if you pick a villain, then you're gonna be on the villain side. Where you see morality, it's gonna put you on the villain side of things. But we'll get to that. So we're gonna pick custom. Um, like I said, hero, villain. Here we go. We're gonna just click hero because I'm always a hero. I don't like being a villain. This okay. So you have four different personality types. So you have powerful, which is pretty much stances, and you go here for serious stance, primal, and flirty, and you have comical. So you have five different personality stances. So for right now, I'm just gonna pick powerful. And now, when you get to this point, you have to pick three different mentors. So whatever mentor you want to mentor you, pretty much. So you have Batman here. You have you can either pick Superman, and you can either pick Wonder Woman. Now, if we go back and go to the villain side, and I pick powerful, you'll see that the Joker is the same as Batman on the villain side. Lex Luthor, obviously, for Superman, and Circe is gonna be your mentor for instead of Wonder Woman. And they all have the same personalities on both sides, no matter if you're villain or hero. It's just the mentors change. So we're gonna pick Batman because Batman is my favorite. Now let's get through the fun stuff, the powers. So with these powers, what we can do is we're gonna show you that different powers do different things. So like Celestial is one of the powers. Now if you look to the right, it says it's a healing power which keeps your allies alive with divine blessings or unholy rituals. So pretty much this is a healing power. You'll be able to switch between two roles, healing and DPS, which is damage. All powers have damage on it, so every power you can use for damage no matter what. But from my opinion, I like DPSing for Celestial more than I like the healing part of it. But healing part of it is fun as well. So if you choose to pick, like I said, this game is fun. There's so much stuff to do in it. So I'm gonna have so many more how-to videos on this because there's so much stuff. But so here's the powers. Let's just kick through the powers. We have Earth Power, which is a tank-based power, which is pretty much a tank is someone who absorbs all the damage for the team, and the one that stays alive the most. It's the defense, combat, command the power of Earth, shaping it into mighty pets and causing damaging tremors. Then you have electricity, which is another healing power. Keeps your allies alive with jolts of electricity, which is pretty cool. It's one of the first powers I started off with when I joined DC Universe. You have fire, which is another tank power. It's a much more harder tank power because this tank power can actually have healing to it. There's people out there who don't really like the fire tanking, but I think it's not pretty bad. I've seen a lot of good fire tank people that can handle the higher content in the game. Gadgets, which is a control power. Now, a controller is someone who gives power to the team and pretty much controls the board, which will be crowd control pretty much, and to either helping picking up people if they fall and reviving them, stuff like that. But we'll get more gameplay and you'll be able to see more into action later on in videos. We have Ice, which is another tank role, which is actually probably the most popular one because of the game mechanics in the game. Have so many shields to keep you alive. We have Light, Green Lantern Light, and Light is another troll power. In my opinion, I don't really like it as much as a troll. Just because of the fact that when you do POT, you kind of have to both moves kind of have to either come close to getting close to the enemy, or you have to like kind of go to the side just to pop the POT. But I like it better as a damager. It's really good as a damager, even though we used to clip a lot, but clipping has changed now. It's a little bit slower, but I still like it as a DPS. We have mental, and which is another controller power as well. Assaults and controls others either by psychic powers or the sheer force of your will. We have nature, which is my main power. I love nature. I love DPS nature. I love healing nature. My main character is a healer, a nature healer. That's what I start off with. I love healing in this game. It's one of my favorite roles to do. It unleashes elemental forces to change form, direct nature's hidden secrets to cure and revitalize your allies. So revitalize your allies. So pretty much, you use a lot of pheromones and stuff like that to be able to heal your people. I really love this power. You have quantum, which I think is a really great control power. The best power I like about it is the fact that when you pop to give everyone power as a supercharge, it also shields them as well. It's a really great control power. Rage is the newest power in DC Universe right now. Like I was saying with Atrocitus and Guy Gardner, it's a tank power. It's pretty difficult to use, but once you get the hang of it, I think you can get good. But as of right now, for like newcomers who do rage, I'm just letting you know now you're gonna put a work. You're gonna have to make your healer go to work. You can heal yourself with this power too, but if you don't know how to really do it right, your healer will be getting to work. He'll be doing some hard work in the board just to keep you alive. And we have sorcery, which is another healing power. I like sorcery. They just recently did some revisions on sorcery, and it's really cool. I like the DPSing, and I like the healing part of sorcery too. So those are all the powers here. So let me just stick with what I like. Nature, just for the game's sake, just for the video's sake. Now we have 3 movements. We have flight, acrobatics, super speed. Those are all self-explanatory. You depend on whatever kind of movement you want for the game. Now here are the weapons. You have a bow, brawling, dual pistols, dual wield, hand blasters, martial arts, one-handed, rifle, shield, staff, and two-handed. Bring down the hammer. Alright, so each of those powers are pretty good for certain things. Like, you'll have, these are close range powers. These 3 are closer combat powers. This is further back power. It just depends on what kind of weapon you would like to use for your character at that time. Now, I would suggest if you're a healer or controller, you don't want to get weapons that are too close, because you want to kind of stay back so you don't get put on damage or whatever. So I would choose like bow, dual pistols, and hand blasters are pretty good. Definitely with controllers and healers, hand blasters is very good. So I would choose something like that. All right, so now we can go through the whole costumes. You have body. You go through your skin. You can pick, between human skin, leopard, lion, tiger, wolf, crystalline, fox, undead, chrome, glowing, barbarian, human skin, lava, rock, mummy, reptile, plant, cyborg, demonic, robot, tattooed, angry, cheerful, wise, useful, and human skin. So those are the different things you can choose. So what I'm going to do is just pick on useful, and then you have all the hairs and stuff like that. We can go through, I could show you all the many different hairstyles, but I'm not going to go through that. I'm just going to just show you the, certain hairs, and, you can just go through here and look on your own as far as what hairstyle you would like to pick. And then, so I'm going to pick an afro. We're going to go with the afro hair. And then we got different gears. Every gear, there's a gear for everything. You got different head styles and face masks and stuff like that you can use for your gear. And as far as faces as well, like I'm going through biker, Google's, all kinds of emissive eyes or just glowing eyes. We'll pick that one. You have different emblems you can put on your chest. As far as all the letters or a certain kind of emblem that you would like on your chest there. chest stuff is just you have a couple here where you can just go through and click on what, just pretty much building your character. Going through here, building your character and what you want him to look like, and now, like I said in the beginning, now these are all starter stuff. There's nothing that's gonna stick unless you want it to stick. We can put on capes, quiver, rounded. These are just all starters, but there's so much more gear throughout the game that you will be able to use. So, we'll put a small tech bird on them right there. Hands, you could put, a couple of hands on here. Different kinds of hands. Fend, I'll put fend on. Different kinds of belts that you could put on there as well. Different kinds of legs. Um, Go through all these right here. For the video's sake, just so it's not too long, that's why I'm kind of running through here. But, you'll be able to figure out what it is you would like to, put on your character and what do you want on your character as you look through here even more and see, there's certain things that you would like to put on for your character. So, cargo, business, briefs, biker, battle mage, athletic, whatever. We got athletic slime line. Let me just put that on. Feet, biker, it goes to the same thing. Now there's certain suits that have all three of the suits in there if you want to just match all the suits. So you can just there's certain ones in here. So let me just pick I'm just picking anything. So pretty much my Afro flying superhero. Alright, then you go back and then you can change the colors to each of the gears. You can either just pick the palette or you can customize the gear individually. We'll pick a palette, so we'll just, for the first palette, let's just let's go do some kind of crazy color here. And then we go up here and make this part black. And then we go right here, pick it, oops, my bad. Go back here, I'll pick all white, I guess. Let's pick white, sure. So there we have it. You get skin, hair, eyes, makeup, and you can change all those colors. So you can make your skin either like all dark black, or you can make it white, blah, blah, blah. So, alright, so pretty much after you finish, it gives you a summary. It gives you, your custom template, gender, striker, hero, powerful, Batman, mentor, nature, hand blast, flight. So that's how you create your character in DC. Like I said, there's so much you can play with, so much gear you can match with. But I didn't want to show you the whole thing because this will be a super long video. This video is actually probably going to be in 2 parts anyway. So, so we'll see how this, how the future goes, and thank you guys for coming here and joining and checking out Synergy One Games. I'm excited about the new and upcoming things that we're going to be doing, and as we're just now starting, to be able to show you guys great content of different games and how-tos of different games and stuff like that. But check out the introduction video about Synergy One. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is DC Universe, and can't wait to talk more about it. You guys take care. Peace